Hey, welcome back to another video. Today I've gotten ready to go on a small solo date with myself. So I'm just going to explore the Meguro area a little bit. I always found it quite stylish and nice and also not too busy like Shibuya or Shinjuku. So I thought it'd be nice to go there and look around for a little bit. So come with me. So I'm at the Meguro River, where at the end of March and beginning of April there will be a lot of cherry blossoms. I think maybe you can even see them starting to bloom here. It's like very little, because right now it's like mid-March. So in about a week or so, they're going to start blooming and it's gonna be pink all around. To be honest, as out of comfort it feels to talk to a camera directly in the middle of the city, as uncomfortable that is, I do think it's really important to kind of be able to get over yourself and be able to do things alone without feeling weird or anxious or whatever about it. And I like to be someone who is 100% comfortable being just by myself, taking myself out alone and walking around and doing stuff alone, because I think then you can really achieve a lot of things. If you're always afraid of being on your own, I think it's really easy to get too attached to other people and too dependent on other people, to the point where it's not always good people that are coming with you. It's not always good experiences. But yeah, so don't be too afraid of being alone, just do it. It's scary at first, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. So for now I'm just walking along the river and I'm gonna walk towards Nakameguro, because I feel like there are a lot of like very nice and stylish shops and restaurants and so on in that area. So I'm gonna go there and see. I feel like the Meguro area here is a lot more residential. It's quite quiet, but also quite nice. But yeah, I'm gonna see what there is around the neighborhood, and yeah. I think I just came across like this small market. It didn't quite seem like a flea market, but had that kind of vibe. There was a lot of different beer stalls and some food stalls. Some looked like vintage shops where you could buy like, vintage clothing. But I didn't find anything, so I will just continue walking. And it's also getting around lunchtime, so maybe I'll find something to eat soon. Something that I've found a bit hard, surprisingly, since moving here alone, is that oftentimes I don't know what to eat. Like, I don't necessarily have a preference or anything that I'm craving. So I become so indecisive and spend way longer trying to figure that out than intended. But I think one of the reasons that I support and encourage myself and other people to do stuff out of their comfort zone, like for example filming in public or could be anything, is that in the end nothing really matters. Imagine being 80 years old and looking back. I think you would regret more not having done something than having done something. And people around you, they don't care anyways. Maybe they look at you and they cringe for a bit, but the next day they've forgotten about you, you know? So it doesn't actually matter. And I think it's good to just do stuff if you want to do stuff. And I think it's so important to sometimes just give yourself some me time. Like time where you just spend being by yourself and just kind of becoming comfortable with yourself and having fun by yourself. Something I've started to do a lot more lately is care less about what anyone thinks, because at the end of the day it's my life and it's about what I want to do and not about what other people think or what other people want me to do. And as I said before, nothing's really going to matter. Say you do something embarrassing and like say you fall in the middle of the street. Yeah, that's embarrassing, but nobody's going to be able to remember that next week. So it's like, I think it's important to remember that you're not as important in a way in the world as you might think. There are so many people and you know, nobody's really going to care if they see a girl talking to herself or to a camera in the middle of the street. So I think if there's something you want to do, just go do it. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't turn out perfectly or it wasn't as you imagined, because starting something will very rarely start out perfect. It's more like a practice. It's a work in progress that you keep on practicing. What I want to say is it may not start perfectly, but it gotta start somewhere. So it's better that you start than you're not starting at all. You know, something I really like about just walking around in a new area and not really having, you know, specific places you want to go or anything, just walking around, is that you come across places like this that you never would have thought of, that you never heard about. And then, it's just always such a nice surprise. Something that would be really interesting, I think, is if we started to challenge the way we see ourselves a bit more. If you want to get to know yourself more and, become more authentic to yourself, and also essentially develop yourself, I think it could be good to explore different parts of yourself. To do that, I think you can put yourself in different types of situations where you may be uncomfortable, things you wouldn't normally do, places you wouldn't normally be, and see who shows up as you. And the thing is, I thought I was 100% comfortable being on my own, but then, going out and actually filming and talking to yourself, it ends up feeling really weird still. So I definitely think that this is a good practice for me to be able to be more on my own. Okay, so I feel like I've been in this area long enough, but it's really close to Ebisu. So I think I will go there for a little bit, but it's now around 4:30 in the afternoon, so I think after that I will head home. But yeah, I'm going to walk to Ebisu. It's about 15 minutes from Nakameguro. But it just started raining a little bit again, so I don't know. I hope it doesn't get to more than this. I went to the supermarket before just to get an umbrella, but they only have like big ones. But I want one of those more compact ones that I can just bring with me, because that would be a lot more convenient. So I'm now headed to 7-Eleven to check if they have it. I ended up just buying the umbrella anyways, because it's really started to rain. So I just arrived home. I walked 17,000 steps in loafers, so I mean my feet, they hurt as well now, but it was nice and I think it was fun. Sometimes I think it's really nice to just take some time to yourself and just decide on your own what you're going to do for the day, you know, which stores to go into, just being all on your own. Of course, it's nice as well to be out with other people. I think that's important to do as well. But being able to be on your own is definitely a strength and a skill, I would say, that is really important to have. But other than that, I think that's more or less what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed walking around the Meguro and Ebisu area with me today and exploring the neighborhood. If you do, please leave a like. That would be really appreciated. And if you do enjoy my content, I would really appreciate if you subscribe as well. But yeah, otherwise I see you in the next video. Bye bye!